Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is one of my little mini reviews, kind of an update on my channel again. I kind of like doing this because it makes people kind of aware of bits and bats that I'm doing. So what I've been doing recently, if you've noticed anything on the front page, is I've been sorting out the playlists. So I was having a look on, we have loads of useless information to do with creators, too much depth, analytics and all that lot just goes on and on forever, and you're like, what the hell does all this lot mean? So I was looking at stuff that might actually matter to me, because I don't make any money, so I don't care about any of that rubbish. So I just ignore all that and just look at the metrics that actually mean anything to me, which is basically enjoyment. People enjoy my stuff and whatever. The things that YouTube don't like to do, because it's all about making money. Any hoodle. So in playlists, it was actually said that people tend to watch about 10 things in a playlist. That's usually like the main thing. Now obviously I'll scroll down here, with things like this will be one I'll probably look at doing it in soon, but things like these Let's Plays, that's different because they're full games. They're not, but they're like, this is a full Let's Play, or that's a full Let's Play of Figment. What else we got this long? Well, not Rocket League, but you know what I mean. So those Let's Plays are different. I'm not touching those ones. But with reviews, some of them were like about 40 in a playlist, and the adventure stroke, casual stroke, I don't know, whatever it was huge. I think it was about 170 videos in there, and I was like, my goodness me, nobody watches all that lot, because they start watching one and go, I'm bored after about like 10. So what I've done is I kind of split them out into various playlists. Playlist 1, playlist 2. And you can see the names here. So for example, I've got, let me scroll down here. So I did action shooter, I split them out into 8 playlists of 10 videos. Well, I'll rephrase it, 10 game titles. So sometimes I might have double the title in there, and that's why there's 11 in there. And I've done it for all of them. And when I got to the adventure stuff, which is around about here, this is where it got a bit weird, because everything before it was like horror. Yeah, that's solved. Shooter, yeah, that's easy. Vehicles, yeah, they're dead easy. Adventure, stroke, casual, stroke, puzzle, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So what I've done, and this is also useful for anybody who only likes certain games. So if you only like horrors, that's dead easy, because you always look to my channel for that. But if you only like, for example, you like adventure games, but you don't like, I don't know, you don't like strategy games, but you love platforming games, well, I've done platformer playlists. There's a couple platformer playlists, because obviously there's only the 10 or 11 titles, 10 titles in there. So the titles, or the playlist title areas I've done is platformer, adventure, strategy. So that's your civs and your turn-based kind of things. Puzzle, RPG, casual, choose your own adventure, pixel stroke retro, visual novel, physics, simulator. There's 2 things, physics and the simulator. Story rich, educational. Believe it or not, there is educational games I've done, but before you wouldn't have seen them because they're under the adventure section. So there's the physics things, there's your choose your own adventures, visual novels there, and there's your educational. There's not many in there, there's 3, but I do some of these. So I've created all these. Now I'm not going to put these into order as such. I mean, I can do down here, like I've done. Well, I did these at the same time, so that's why they're all there. Whereas the adventure stuff, I did them as I was going along, so I might kind of neaten them up so that I've got. Let's have a look. So we got platformer, but it'd only be a complete playlist, because some are still going. If I scroll back up again here, you can see there's platformer 2 still going here. There's the puzzle playlist 4 with 5. So I'll keep them ones there, and then maybe neaten them up. It'll take a little bit while, because it's not exactly the most easiest of things when you go into the customization thing. Now back on the home. So what I'm also doing, and I'll do it with Hindsight as well, because that's a continual game. Not with the film reviews, because they're usually quite small and people enjoy watching those. You watch one, you think, oh, what's the next film? So that'll be kind of left as it is the Battlefield. Now, you either like Battlefield or you don't. I love it, so that's why I placed some stuff up here. Now, I've split these out here into the actual letters, so that's obviously still ongoing, that's complete. As you may or may not see, I've got one here that seems to be quite large. I'm splitting this one down here. One that's quite large. Oh, here it is, 558 videos. Now, I'll just click on it briefly. When I first started out, it was literally whatever the round was. So sometimes there might be like 5 minutes, but you're talking like about 35 minutes there. And sometimes you're talking like, you get to some of the other ones. Some are small. They're an hour. So, you know, if you're thinking, well, I'm watching this Battlefield, I'm enjoying watching it, and they've got to that one, you're just giving up. But there's still another 500 videos to watch. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing exactly the same as what I'm doing with the other playlists, except I'm going to drop them down to 20. And what I'm also going to do, the copycat is different, but with these I'm going to split them out into BF3, 4, 5 and 2042 into their own little playlist, like I've done for the Bad Company here. So there'll be Battlefield 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, and then there'll be another one for Battlefield 3, but there'll be a lot. You can imagine if there's 20 videos per playlist, you know, you can do the maths. So it's going to be quite large. I'm not getting rid of them. I like doing them. So, and some people like watch them still, amazingly enough. So I'm still going to do them, but then will do what I said before. I'll lump them together. So we play this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it'll all go along here. So you could click on them, see heart's content. So that's really what I'm doing, because it was all about, you know, if you have the 10 is the optimum that people would watch or listen to music or whatever. Music's a bit different. I mean, you can put on a playlist of about like 30 or 40 songs and just go off and do some stuff, because you're doing things, you're not sitting there watching it. So it's a little bit different with music. But with videos, they recommend about like 10. So that's why I've kind of done that. So like I said, the film reviews I'll leave as it is. Maybe I will. I don't know. I think I might leave it as that. The Hindsight I'll split out into. I'm going to do that into 20s, purely because they're continual. I'm having a bit of a break at the moment for a couple of weeks while I do the civs, but that'll be on there. But like I say, all the others are not. So this one will be changed. The progression one will be morphed with this one. But all these others will just stay as they are, because I'm not fine about with. I mean, even Rocket League is pointless because they're all like about like 3 minutes long. But you know, with these long ones, just because it's 17 videos on Phantasmagoria, I'm not gonna. So I just got a message. I'm not gonna change that one because it's a playlist. You watch the first video, and even then, as most people do, I watch plenty of other people's. Now, finally, you tend to think, well, I've finished episode 7, I'll watch episode 8 tomorrow, and you just come back to it. So it's a bit different with that, but with these ones, they're different. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to leave that there, and yeah, it's coming along. It's going to take a while. It's not something I'm going to do over a period of time, so it's just something I'm going to be doing. And it'll be updated as you come along here. You'll see different things changing, but it's just to make it better for the viewer. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.